Come back to my channel. So today I'll be going through question number 39. Okay, 39. Okay, Rita has a toy car and a steel tunnel as shown in the diagram. Both toy car and a steel tunnel are of the same height. Okay, so that means they are trying to tell you when the toy car touches, right, the passes through the tunnel, the steel tunnel will probably touch the pole. Okay, in this case. Okay, so this is what they are trying to tell you with this statement. Okay, and if you recall, steel is a electrical conductor. Okay, this is something that you need to pay attention to. Okay, the diagram below shows the side view of the electric circuit in Rita Toy's car. She set up part of the electrical circuit in a toy using a bulb, 2 batteries, 2 poles, but didn't put wire. Everything working fine. Okay, so the bulb on the toy car only lit up when the toy car was completely after the steel tunnel. Use a pencil, complete the circuit above by drawing the wires in the toy car so that the bulb can light up the brightest, okay, when the toy car is in the tunnel. In this case, right, that means the battery should be connected together in series. A battery, okay, connected in series, okay, side by side together, something that looks like this. Okay, then it will help to make sure that the powers in the battery add up. Okay, so in this case you need to think of an idea to connect the battery together. So maybe I will do something like this. Okay, the positive side must be connected to the negative side, okay, in this way, and you only have one bulb. Okay, so now we have to connect the circuit. So this is how you can do it. So you connect the battery, the positive, make sure connect to the negative. So this should be the correct the correct way of connecting the batteries together. Okay, so now I put it here, the tip and casing. Okay, so some of you may draw something like this. Okay, some of you may draw something like this. And this part is wrong. Okay, the bulb will not light up because the electricity will just flow through this part. It will not flow through the filament. Okay, so it must be connected from the tip to the casing in order for the bulb to light up. Okay, connected tip to the casing. The batteries, okay, you need to pay attention. The positive to, okay, positive to negative must be connected together. Okay, so this is one correct way. Okay, then you connect this part over here to the steel pole. Okay, to the steel pole, and this part you can connect it to the steel pole as well. Then this is the correct answer. Okay, why you do not need to connect another 2 pieces of wire together over here? It's because, right, if you do this, right, whether the car enter the tunnels or not, right, this circuit will light up because it will work in this way. Okay, the circuit will flow through this way, right? Okay, then it's a closed circuit with or without the toy car going through the tunnel. Okay, but this is not what the question wants. The question really wants is in this case. Okay, when it's outside tunnel, okay, but did not light up, so it's an open circuit, right? That means in this case, how do you make it open? There must be a gap between poles. Okay, the poles I'm referring to is these 2 parts. Okay, okay, so when the car is completely in tunnel, okay, the light bulb did light up. Okay, that's because it's a closed circuit. The gap, okay, the gap between the poles, right? The poles are closed by the steel tunnel. Okay, this is what it means. That means when the car pass through the tunnel, right? It is entirely closed. Then the electricity will flow through here. This is how the whole thing works. Electricity flow through here, go up, flow through, go down, and then close circuit. Okay, so this is how it should be working. Okay, so if there's no tunnel, then there's a gap over here. There's a gap, open circuit, light bulb did not light up. Okay, because in this case, they only want the light bulb to light up when the car is completely under the tunnel over here. Okay, this part. Okay, so in this case, I name a property of the pole, okay, that allowed the light bulb to light up. Okay, property that allow the light bulb to light up, okay, when the toy car is in the tunnel. So the pole must be able to conduct electricity. The pole must be able to conduct electricity. Okay, so it's either conduct electricity, or you can say the poles are electrical conductor, or the poles are conductor of electricity. These are the few phrases you can use. Okay, but do not write. You do not need to write they are good conductors. Okay, you do not need to write they are good conductors. Okay, no. Okay, you do not need to add the word good in front. Okay, because in this case, we always take it as conductors of electricity. They either conduct or they don't conduct. There's no need for you to add a good in front. Good is only for when you need to add good or poor, right? It's only for heat. Okay, for conductors of heat, then you need to add good or poor. Okay, because in this case, we are assuming that all materials conduct heat. But to what extent they conduct better or poorer as compared to one material and another material. Okay, the bulb does not light up. Okay, does not light up when one of the poles touches the steel tunnel. Explain why. Okay, when one of the poles touches the steel tunnel, it looks something like this. Right? Okay, then this part here is empty, right? There is a gap, right? Okay. Okay, so it looks entirely, it looks exactly like this. Okay, electricity flow through the battery, flow through, then want to close up the circuit, end up there's a gap. Okay, cannot close the circuit, so this circuit become open. Okay, that's why the light bulb did not light up when it is just partially inside the tunnel. That means let's take it as this the toy car travel until here. Okay, it's just this. Okay, there's still a gap over here. That's why the toy car did not toy car light bulb did not light up. So this is how you can answer. Okay, there's a gap between the poles, so electricity cannot flow through. The circuit is open. The key is open. Okay, the keyword over here is open. Key word. Okay, open circuit, light bulb did not light up. You can say incomplete as well. Okay, both are fine. Okay, so this is actually how the whole setup works. The more difficult one is this. Part A. You need to know how to draw it accurately and correctly. Okay, so the best way, just remember, you have to connect the tip and casing as well as the battery positive to the negative end, and leave a gap between these two. Okay, leave a gap between here. Okay, then you are correct for part A. So with that, I'm done with this part. You can download a piece of paper in the description box. Thank you very much.